Hello again friends, this is Kensley and welcome to my channel. Did you know that more than 80% of first-time emails sent by prospective students to professors or faculty members requesting them to be their potential supervisors end up being trashed? Are you wondering why the professors and faculty members you have reached out to requesting them to be your supervisors have all declined your request, or even worse, did not even bother to reply your emails? This has nothing to do with bad luck as some may think. It just may come down to the structure and the context of your email. In this video, I will be sharing tips on how to nail that first email to a professor or faculty member requesting him or her to be your supervisor. If this is of interest to you, keep watching. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell and encourage others to do the same. Now, I'm going to address this subject in a very logical sequence. So the first thing I want you to do is first to go to the department's website and find the link to the specific faculty or professor that you're interested in, and then carefully check their website or their web page, and just do this for a couple of persons whose research teams aligns with your research interest and strength. And then secondly, even before starting to pen your emails, you need to know the current email of that faculty member or professor by checking their personal page or their specific website, and not just the department website, as sometimes the emails could change. Now we'll just go to the stepwise approach on how you can email these faculty members or professors. The first thing you need to know is how to address the faculty member or the professor. And that means that you must know the name of this person you are interested in, and they'll be very, very personal in your email. Now you're going to address them, this is their last name. For example, you're going to say, "Dear Dr. James" or "Dear Dr. Campbell," as the case may be. Please, never be generic. Things like "Dear Sir" or "Dear Ma" will completely turn off potential supervisors, and that just kind of like ends the conversation. Also, you should remember that being generic simply shows that you are not thorough and you're not paying attention to little details. So, having addressed the professor correctly using their last name, we're going to talk about the body of the email. For your email to be effective, I would recommend it should not be more than 3 paragraphs. So let's take them one paragraph after the other. The first paragraph. First, you're going to tell them why you are emailing. You're going to start by speaking to something about their work. For example, you could say something like this: "I found your website online and was immediately excited by the combined use of animal models in your lab. In my BSc or MSc work, as the case may be, I use cell lines, and now I really want to move on to zebrafish or mice models for my research work, which is the primary reason I'm contacting you about a potential MSc or PhD position in your lab, as the case may be." So right out of the gate, you are letting the professor know that this email, even though you are the one requesting something, but it's also about him or her. Secondly, in that same first paragraph, you're going to tell them which of their research project is of interest to you. So for example, you're going to say something like this: "I'm also excited by project X, Y, or Z, and I believe my background will be a good fit for that project." First paragraph, simple, short, and succinct. Then you're going to go to the second paragraph. Here you're going to briefly introduce yourself. So here you're going to talk about yourself. Now, as a way of brief introduction, you could say something like this: "I just graduated with my BSc or MSc from XYZ University in XYZ country. The focus of my thesis was XYZ, and during this work, I published 3 papers in journals XYZ." It's also very important that you then put those journals in perspective, as that will be helpful for the professor to understand what you're talking about and where your papers were published. For example, Journal X is the most prestigious or is the leading neuroscience journal in China or in Nigeria or in India, and we underwent 3 rounds of revisions to get it published. Here you are speaking to your research competence and why you are a good fit despite any limitations you may have encountered. And then you're going to point out any awards or anything that will help the professor or the supervisor understand the university where you did your bachelor's or your master's, and anything that's also prestigious about that university or about your study. So for example, you're going to say something like this: I graduated with my BSc or MSc from the best ranked university in Nigeria or in India, as the case may be, where I received XYZ awards and graduated top honors. Here you're going to be imputing your GPA, something like GPA of 4.6/5. And I had my master's degree in biochemistry, for example, with CGPA 4.67/5, as the case may be. And here you are speaking to your academic strength and putting your best foot forward. This definitely will catch the attention of any supervisor interested in taking on a PhD, a master's, or a graduate student, as the case may be. And then finally, the third paragraph. Here you just end with a short final paragraph of what you want. So it can be something like this: I'm contacting you to inquire about an MSc or a PhD in your lab starting June of 2021. I kindly request that we arrange a Skype or a Zoom call to discuss further if this would be of interest to you. Simple, short, and again succinct. And you're going to then thank them in advance and look forward to their response. Now you're going to end your email with yours sincerely or best regards, as the case may be, and then sign off with your first and last names. After you've done this, don't just be in a hurry to send out the emails. Review your emails. I would recommend that after you've written this email, just walk away from it, go do something else, take a breather, couple of hours, and then come back again and review your emails, making sure there is no typographical error. Nothing turns off a supervisor like typographical errors on emails. If possible, have someone else, a second pair of eyes, to look at the emails. Just make sure the structure and the context are right and that there are no typographical errors. Before sending your emails, you can attach your CV if you have them. I would usually recommend you attach your CVs. And also, if you have your own official transcript, you can attach them too. I really like you to watch out for my video, which I'll be uploading soon, on how to write an irresistible CV. And then very importantly, listen to this, very importantly, when should you send this email? Remember that these faculty members, these professors, they are very, very busy, and really, honestly, they get like hundreds of emails every single day. So how do you know when to send your email that it will be something that will catch your attention? Now, I normally recommend that you send your email when it will be very late in the time zone of the person you are emailing, or want to be very early in the morning. Now, the reason behind this is simple. You want your email to be among the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 emails that this person is going to see when he or she opens his or her inbox. So make sure you know the time zone of the person you are emailing. Send it very late in the night of their time zone, or very early in the morning of the professor's time zone, so that he or she can sit among the top emails when he or she opens their inbox. And then of course you wait for their response. I would recommend waiting for anywhere from 1 to 3 weeks. And if after 1 to 3 weeks there still is no response, you can then send a friendly reminder using the same email thread. It's the same email thread that you used previously. Now, your reminder should not be a repeat of your old mail, but something like, oh, dear Dr. Smith, dear Dr. Campbell, as the case may be, I know that you're very busy, and I was wondering if you've had time to take a look at my email. Something short, something straight to the point, and wait again for his or her response. Now, this whole email should be short, succinct, not more than 3 paragraphs on 1 page. And you're almost guaranteed that with a structured email like this, you're almost certain to get a response. Now, this brings us to the end of this video on how to nail that first email to a prospective supervisor. And I'd really like you to leave your comment in the comment sections below. And there are specific subjects you want me to address or specific course of study you want me to help search for academic and funding opportunities. Please let me know in the comment section. Again, feel free to share with as many that might benefit from this. And you take good care for now. I'll see you again soon. Bye.